Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Freeman Files here on the J Free 906 podcast channel. Seth and Tom back in the saddle again. How you guys doing?
Doing well, thank you.
Doing great.
I tell you what, man, I'm getting so excited. I mean, we are, wait a minute. Oh, I got to bring this email back up. We are, just a few days. What does it say here now? 13 days, 3 hours, 2 minutes, and 53 seconds.
13
days, 3 hours away from the season premiere of The Curse of Oak Island, season 13. Yep. And of course, there's going to be a drilling down ahead of it. I don't know. Is it a 2 hour?
Good.
Is it a 2 hour episode? 1 hour.
I haven't seen yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
I would expect the drilling down would be 1 hour, and then the main episode another hour.
Yeah. Linda said either I was number one or it's a 1 hour season premiere. So we have Maddie for like an hour beforehand, and then the show. So going to be a good one, man. I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, this is kind of like our training camp for podcasting, right? To get us back into shape. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. And we're going to do things a little bit differently tonight, folks. What we're going to do, and you saw from my thumbnail that I had put up there, and it's going to be, are you ready? We are. And the reason I asked that, and the title of tonight's show was, what do you think? Will they find a treasure? Something that might become the one thing? What do you all say? So we're going to get to that as we go along here tonight. So be prepared to answer some questions, all you folks in the chat tonight, because so we're doing that a little interactive because we want to find out what you think about the upcoming season and all of that, because I'm excited. There will be, and don't forget, folks, too. And I know that as the season goes along, if they have 24 or 25 episodes, there's going to be a few of them in the middle in there that are going to be kind of like, not a lot of content ones. But you know what? One of the things that I found out when we were at Oak Island and doing the Oak Island convention, I've always heard that they found a lot more than what we ever see on TV. But I never realized it was a lot more than they ever show on TV. I mean, a ton more stuff. And in my thinking, and if anybody from Prometheus is watching, let us see that stuff. I'd rather see that than have you tell us more about the XRF machine and and all that kind of stuff.
They have an XRF machine?
Yeah. And Phipps.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Wait. Got a drink, right? XRF machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, give us some more of that. We would rather have that than we would have this repeated stuff you guys put in there over and over and over again. And I get people commenting on the YouTube channel talking about, oh, that narrator guy, he just repeats everything. Folks, Robert Clotworthy is a great guy. We've had him on the podcast a couple of years ago. He's a great guy.
I love his voice.
What he's given. What's that?
I love his voice. One of the greatest of all time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's a great narrator.
The only person on The Curse of Oak Island that's scripted is Robert Clotworthy.
That's right, exactly. And he's reading what he's given to read. Yep. So he doesn't have a choice. He's being paid to read it, and he's reading it. So give the guy a break. I mean, it's not his fault. So anyway, I digress on that. But anyway, I wanted to show this picture here real quick. I'm going to see if I can add this quickly. Let's see.
I wish I knew how you really felt about the XRF machine visuals and don't be coy.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yes. And no podcast next Wednesday because we are doing, I'll get to that in just a second here. I got to bring this up first. While I'm thinking about it, I got to do it. So this right here, this was an email that Linda had gotten, and I guess Tom got it too. Anybody who subscribes to the History Channel, you'll get these emails. Now, this is where I got that countdown, by the way. You can see it right there. Now down to 3 hours and 13 seconds. But here's where I brought this up because of this right here. And I don't know how well you can see this. I can't zoom in on it. But right here. Now, and I asked Linda, I said, is this the first time that they have said it this way? I mean, I know they love to tease us, right? Of course.
Mm-hmm.
This portion right here, it says the Laginas have searched for years for that one thing that could tie the whole Oak Island mystery together. They might have found it. New season starts Tuesday, November 4th at 8 Central. So I wanted to show you that because I don't think that they've ever, they said might.
Might's the key word there.
Might is the key word. Yes, it is. But is that, I don't know. That's, they might have found it. And, I've been talking.
Well, it could also mean at the time that was published that they still hadn't finished the verification process.
Yes.
And what does finding it mean? You found a location, you found the treasure, you found something that convinces you of the treasure.
How many one things are there? How many one things are there?
Right, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yes, and that's very true. Is it the one thing that says treasure is there? Is it the one thing that says the Templars were there? Is it the one thing that says that Phipps was there? Is it, something that ties it to a particular date? It could be, all right, any of that, Coach says. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's the one thing that ties it all together, just without any sort of question, brings the Lairds in, into the fold of, speculative, excited people like me. That's always like, oh, that's treasure.
Maybe they finally found Sam Ball's IOU.
Ooh, yes, yes.
IOU treasure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Who. Yeah, maybe it's definitively the Who.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
so,
it's just they finally found gold, like Ernest said.
I don't know, but anyway, so we'll see. I'm really excited about this season. I really am. I think this is, and I mentioned that, on the previous podcast, I mentioned about the one thing. Did they find something? Did they find the one thing? And was it in the money pit or was it somewhere else on the island? I think they found a couple of amazing things that they are very excited about this year, this past summer. But we'll have to wait and see. So reading that, and then after what I heard from, they didn't tell me about what anything was, but Laird was talking about it. Ian was mentioned something about something really, really cool that was found. I have no idea what it was. But there you go. So I'm excited for this season.
Yeah.
Right,
to your first question, I can't recall them using language like that of like, they've always searched for this and, they could have found it this season. It does feel like I think to me, what they're going to find is going to justify all the money being spent. Cause the history of it is fun, but it's not going to pay the bills the way Finding Treasure will. And I think it's going to be treasure, that there is a lot of treasure still.
Last year they found, I'm going to call it the one thing that they hauled up from however many 100 feet in the money pit that showed that there was an axe head or something that was, or a hammerhead or whatever it was, that really made Laird come around to thinking, okay, there really were people down here a long time ago that were that deep in the ground. So what else are they going to add to that pile this year that's going to make, because Laird is a guy, you show me, you prove it, I believe it.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
He really doesn't want to hear about all this other speculation stuff in the background. He's an archaeologist.
He's not a treasure hunter.
You show me, and we'll go from there.
Yeah. He's more excited in finding those glass beads and buttons and things like that. Pipe stems. Thank you. Yep. Stuff like that than he is, finding. Well, he'd love to find a gold coin, I'm sure, but still.
Oh, who wouldn't? Right.
Yeah. Right. Who wouldn't? But that's not his gig. He's not a treasure hunter. If the archaeologists are excited, that means something cool.
Exactly.
Yes, it certainly does. And I have to give a shout out to my sister. I see my sister is here tonight.
Hey,
I have two older sisters that were so mean to me growing. No, I'm teasing. And my eldest is here. So hi, Connie. I appreciate you popping in tonight. Yep. Finally made it. So anyway, we were talking about the reason that we are not going to have a Wednesday show next week, but for every Wednesday after that, we will be. And the reason being is that because on Monday night, we are actually going to be talking with two of the gentlemen on this picture here. No, not Rick and Charles. I wish it were, but no.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Not that Doc and Jim McQuiston are not important. They are, That's who we have for next Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Doc Hamels and Jim McQuiston will be with us. That's these two on either end of the three of us in the middle here. And thank you, Tom, for putting this together. This should be good. Yeah. Can't wait. Charles says, can't wait.
If you haven't read any of McQuiston's books, like,
all 14 of them.
He's got a few.
These are just the ones I've got here. I got a bunch at the camp too. They're always good reference material, especially if you want to get back to Sinclair and Templars, New Ross.
Yes,
all those kind of fun.
I always want to get back to those people.
Yeah, they Jim was. I had lunch. You guys may have seen pictures that went around. He is an excellent researcher. Yes, he is. If you saw the pictures that were floating around from Jim or Doc or I from last week, we had actually met for the first time. I've talked to Jim, I don't know how many times on the texting and stuff like that and emails and whatnot, but I never met him in person. So I got to go up and meet them both. They have a YouTube channel. It's called Oak Island Plus, Plus, Oak Island Plus. They just finished their episode number 30, and then they're going to take a little break here and let the season start and see how it goes. So, but we'll be talking about that and some more. It's not going to be, I'm going to have to restrict Jim a little bit because he's going to want to talk about his latest book that he just released a few days ago.
Came out last week, I think.
Yeah. But I'm going to hold him off because we're going to have him come on later and talk about the book. So,
all right.
So it'll be more about the Oak Island Plus and some of the stuff that they've been great stuff. They have some really, really, really good information. And one thing I want to dig out from them is about the HO stone. They've got, I don't want to I'll tease it a little bit, but I don't want to give it up there. But the HO stone, they feel convinced they know exactly what it was. I'll leave it at that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy, indeed. Okay, so we had we recruited a new agent, a spy agent, to go out to Oak Island. She happens to be in the chat here tonight, but she was on the tour last weekend, and she snagged some pictures for us because we wanted to see some of what is going on Oak Island. Most recent information. So here she is. With Carmen, that's Cat
Burglar.
Cat F.1, as you see in there. Want to borrow my whip, Jeff? She says. Yes. Oh, thank you. Yes, Linda, I do want to mention that too. Yes. Thanks for the reminder. So there's Cat, and she shared some pictures with us. So we gave her some assignments, some particular pictures that we wanted taken. Cat capers. So she did. So we're going to share a few of those here as we go along tonight. So thank you very much, Kat. And before I roll to the next picture, I wanted to just say too, yes, we are going to have David Neeson on. We haven't picked a date yet. I got to get back with David. He's got his books out about the Oak Island of fibers that everybody's been calling coconut fibers. He's written a couple books on this, and he gave us a what do you call it? Like a condensed version, or
he gave us a condensed PDF. I'm going to call it the Reader's Digest version. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
exactly. It's shorter, and there's key pages in it. But
yep. So we're going to have him on, and he's going to tell you something about all of that stuff and the research that he's done. Another excellent researcher. So David Neeson, we'll have him on. And I'm sorry, I don't. His book is in the thing over here. It's Cliff Notes. Yes. What's the name of his book?
I had it with me today, but I don't. But right now it's Templar Knights on Oak Island, I believe.
There you go.
There's some of the Cliff Notes out of it that he sent us. So,
all right.
But it's interesting. I've read the Cliff Notes. I also have a couple of his other books too, just because, like, if you're into the scientific aspect of
Oak Island mystery fibers,
carbon dating and everything else, is really cool. It's pretty deep stuff, but if you stick to the meat of it, it's pretty interesting. But I noticed there's some comments in his that tie into things that were in Cat's notes from the tour. So
yes. So we'll get to that here.
We digress. We'll get into that later.
All right. So let's get back to these pictures that Cat shared with us. Now we know, and I'll get to those pictures here in just a moment. But the money pit's pretty much cleared out. But there are some caissons still there. Why? We have no real good idea. at this point, but also these tanks. Tom, what do you pointed out some tanks and some.
Those are oxygen. There's oxygen and there's something else that they use when they use for acetylene, but they're neutral gases. But anyway, what do they need cutting torches for? Was it just to cut the bolts off the caissons when they're taking them in and out, or were they cutting the top off a caisson? Or because we know C1 is still in the ground,
Mhm.
you can't see it; it's buried.
You're right. It's capped off.
It's capped off. So is there still a caisson or caissons? Because we have no way of knowing if the dozens of caissons that came off the island actually all left. Well, we know they all didn't leave because there's a couple sitting right there.
There's some right there. Yep.
But is there still some in the ground?
Right. Now, and we don't know about TOT1. Now, remember, TOT1 was the one that they left in all winter.
Correct.
Last winter. And then it disappeared. Did they, did they cap it off as well? Or did they pull it out and fill the hole full of backfill? Because that one was sitting, and I mentioned this earlier the other week there, but it was sitting on the ledge of the bedrock with an opening to the solution channel. So did they pull it and fill it? I hate to think that they filled in that solution channel, or did they cap it off? We don't know yet.
Don't know.
Yeah, and
they cap. That's what the tanks is. It's one half of the combination used for oxyacetylene welding, right? Okay, you need the acetylene, you need the oxygen. The oxygen is what, when it burns, makes the acetylene super hot.
Yep.
And
I think those small tanks in the picture here are acetylene.
Are they? Okay.
Oxygen and acetylene tanks. I think so. I think they are.
They could be. I think acetylene is normally like a red or an orange color, but
generally, yes.
Explosive.
Yeah. So I'm guessing.
I mean, they could be. But so you'd also need to use those tanks too if you're going to melt a metal cap on something too, right?
Yep. Yeah, you would.
So, I don't know. Just kind of interesting that they're still there.
Yes, it is. Quick picture of the swamp. It is filling back up. They've gotten some rain finally. We know that there's a little trickle that comes out of the spring, the natural spring there, but it is slowly starting to fill up, and looks like the ducks are back. Yeah. So you didn't get them all, Tom. Or
they still haven't pulled the pump yet.
Oh, the pump.
And we're looking the cobble roads on the right
corner. Yes, this is the stone road, southeast corner of the swamp, right here on the edge. Yep, that's
cool.
What that is.
That's so pretty. Nice fall colors coming in.
I know, right? And here is Smith's Cove again. Nothing going on there. Everything's left the island. All the equipment is, except for those caissons, has left the island now. This is as of, was this Saturday or Sunday? Last Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, I think she was on the tour.
Yeah, so just this past weekend, so just a few days ago. And you see this hose laying on the ground right here. See that hose laying there? Kind of wondered about what that was all about. And then the Restall shack is sitting there. They've set it over there in the by the woods there, just in front of the cave-in pit. But
I think they're pumping out the basement.
The basement flooded.
Why put the Restall shack there? What are you hiding? What's down there?
Yeah.
Isn't that where they were digging, looking for tunnels and shafts?
It's really, really close to where they dug that hole in there.
Pretty handy.
Interesting.
Yeah. Might have a glass.
Could be coincidence.
Yeah, it could be coincidence. Yeah, we don't know.
No.
But here's a shot of the money pit as of last weekend, and it's pretty much empty, aside from those caissons that are sitting way over on the side there. So that's pretty interesting to see that everything is gone now. You see one of Gerhardt's trucks is there. But one thing I noticed here too is they've taken down some of the railing from the garden shaft. The railing used to go all the way around this side here.
They left the ladder in.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
So did they take that railing out so they could get as close as they could to a drill site, you think?
I think that's what it was. Yeah. I think they had to move it because they were putting in a caisson. I got to get hold on a second.
You look on the left-hand side of that railing picture there. It looks like the left-hand side of that railing picture there looks like where they stacked up the railing to put back on.
Yeah. Let me bring that back up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. So
no picture.
Yeah, hang on a second. I'm trying to get it to small here. There we go. Why is it? All right, sorry folks. I'm trying to work with this thing here and it's giving me the fits. Let's see here. I wish I had an engineer. I know Art had mentioned you need an engineer. Yeah, I do. I really do. Okay, there we go. I wanted to get it so I could use my pointer here a little bit. Okay, so yeah, right here on the side, you'll see the railing used to come all the way down like this and then across, and then but look here, you see this, the ladder is still there, and then they've got some markers here showing the edge of the concrete right
Oh.
there, the platform. And I think that they put that one caisson very, very close there, and that caisson was actually sitting right about in here. You can see some depressions in the ground right there,
Yeah.
which they've whoops, wow, that jumped ahead. You can see right here. If I can zoom in on this, there we go. This area right here is very disturbed. This is where that caisson went in. Yeah. So that's pretty interesting that I wonder what's going on there. It's definitely not smoothed off like they normally would make it after they're done for the season.
I'm just trying to look in that hole there and see if that was a cover or if that was just water.
This right here, this hole,
Mm.
yeah, that looks like a cover of some sort.
It's like a cover, maybe with just gravel kicked in on top of it.
Yeah, because and that's a good observation because look at this edge right here. Look how straight that is.
Mhm.
Did they put a cover on something? It looks like concrete or something. Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, tap that sugar shack. um, so yeah, it looks like there's almost maybe a cover here or something. I don't know, but that's right about where they put that case on, or something very close to it. So yeah, maybe a concrete cap. Yeah. And then with this along the straight edge, yeah, exactly. So
Yep.
we'll find out as the season goes along, but I think there's something significant in that spot right there. Here's another interesting picture here too. This is again, these are all from Cat.
These are all cats. Yep.
A couple of things to point out there. One is those cones, and again, that ground is very disturbed there. And then so those cones are marking something, and I think I remember something about those particular spots right there. Um, and then these pipes, these are actually the 6-inch or 5-inch well pipes, the well casings.
Mm-hmm.
And were they broken? They look like they've been cut off. They're a little shorter than they should be. In, unless they have short ones too, but I mean, maybe they do.
But those orange pylons are definitely the one on the left and the one on the right are definitely marked for a reason. The one on the right's not even touching the ground.
Yeah, I think they're on top of PVC pipe.
It's capping the PCP pipe or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's PVC pipe sticking up out of the ground, and they're on top of them. So why would they leave PVC pipes in the ground?
And that's
where Spooner was poking around, wasn't it?
Oh,
that's
water testing.
Testing water.
Yes, and I think I have a little video here that I went back and I captured because I remembered Ian Spooner was working in this area, and he had something interesting happen to him while he was there. Let's see if that's next here. Oh, nope. Let's see. This is okay. EN13. Spooner was working on EN13, which would be EN13 would be right there. Let me get my pointer and mark it right there. Whoops, right there. That's EN13. That's also very, very close to where that caisson went in. That caisson went in right about in here. Very close to that caisson. So interesting stuff there. And I think I actually have a picture that Prometheus did. That's right there, EN13, and that's in that golden egg area.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one time.
If you remember last week when we talked about it, when Marty was drawing that, I'm going to call it U-shaped line around that general area where they were going to put those caissons. That's
now, yeah. And does that intersect the solution channel? I think it does. I think the solution channel is down there below all of that.
We don't.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm sorry.
I was just going to ask the chat real quick. Do we know how deep it went? That's all.
Oh.
I don't remember how deep Ian 13 went.
Mm-mm. I was going to ask, we don't know who built the garden shaft, right?
The original shaft, no.
So maybe whoever built the original shaft knew about the solution channel and knew that that was the best spot to get into it somehow. I don't know what it means, but because the golden egg and the blob, this is where the highest gold readings were coming from before things shifted. And
absolutely, yep.
I don't think the gold shifted, right? Like, so I think that's still the most likely target for where the gold would be coming from.
Yes. So
whoever built that garden shaft, did they know? And how?
Yeah. Kat here put up a couple of points here. She said, I asked Charles while we stood above the garden shaft exactly where the solution channel is. He said, from in front of the garden shaft and down towards that truck and beyond towards the wash plant. That truck. Which truck are you talking about? The dump truck? Or are you talking about?
Must be the dump truck, yeah.
Or the drill truck. Yeah. Specify what truck you're talking about. Are you talking about that truck that was sitting on the money pit, the Gerhardt dump truck? But yeah, so Ian 13, this is going to be a very, very interesting spot this season, folks. And I think next I have this little video from Ian. So let's listen to that Billy's truck down towards down towards Smith's Cove. Okay.
Yep. Which is where we see it in Kat's picture, right?
Yep.
We see Billy's truck parked in that general direction, which is if you listen to the Duke Donville from the shore, a tunnel will be dug, right? So
yeah, exactly. All right. In this one here, I got one more. So here's the garden. Here's the solution channel. See how it opens up right there? And this is based upon their drilling that they found this. So this is where Ian 13 is right about in here. So it would be in the solution channel and then head off towards Smith's Cove. So
yep.
I think, now you're talking about an open area where that caisson went in right about here at the top of this yellow shaft right here. That caisson went in, and then you've got some information. That's where the solution channel was. And then that's
also where the water spits out during the sonic drilling.
Yes, it is. Yes, it was.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
All those things are in this same general area. It does encompass. Yeah, the solution channel heads over here, and this is Aladdin's cave area down here on the bottom.
Yeah, I still haven't forgiven them for filling that back in.
I haven't either, Tom. Oh, I wish you wouldn't have brought it up because now I'm mad all over again. All right, I think next is the little video I got here. So let's listen to this. I thought I had it. Hold on, let me bring this up because I've been sitting here talking about this.
Lisa asked if that yellow image was a tunnel. It is, right? On that last visual you had? Or what they think was a tunnel?
Yes.
Where we were looking at the solution channel?
Yes. This one here?
Yeah, because that's so the hard yellow is what they know the tunnel, and then that is what they picked up from sonar, or
this was the sonar reading showing them that this tunnel
turns.
Was right here. Yeah. And then this is where they projected it was heading.
Oh, okay, so that's a projection. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one they tried to find with the sonic drill, isn't it? That they tried to follow with the sonic drill.
Yes. And they did. They drilled holes all the way along here.
Yep.
And they did keep hitting. The tunnel was about little over 100 feet down, and it was heading right toward the garden shaft. So it was heading. And now remember, off the corner of the garden shaft was that tunnel that they had hit over here, and it ran all the way along like this. And that was the tunnel. And then they found that wood when they were down here. They found that wood flooring that was right in that area, down at the bottom of the garden shaft, about 100 feet. And then, of course, they couldn't explore it because it flooded and all of that, which, again, was something that I thought, man, they should have been better prepared for that.
Yeah. I think they were prepared, but not to the extent of 10,000 gallons a minute.
Yeah, that's very true. Yep. What was that green flat square behind the we'll get to that in just a moment. We'll get to that in just a moment. So hang in there for a minute. I want to play this because this is the part of this area that I wanted to talk about. That Ian was. Let's bring this up again here because I'm going to play this little video here.
And I just sampled FN13 in the yellow cone there, right under the yellow cone.
Yep.
And I was bailing it, and I thought there was thunder. Boom, boom, boom. And it's coming out of the well.
Really? You've never heard that underground before, right?
No, honest to God. It was really quite extraordinary. It went on for about 30 seconds.
What do you make of that?
My thought is that when they were drilling EN13 there, we know they were in soft ground, that they're near something.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's moving around, air within it.
The implication being there's something open down there?
Yes. This thing's collapsing. So to collapse, it means there has to be a void.
Pretty cool. I mean, if someone said to me, "What do you make of that?" I'd go, "It's time to back up."
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
30 seconds is forever.
That's a long time.
That, and to make that kind of noise
Mhm.
and shaking the ground, and it had to have been just a massive amount of materials. It's got to be the solution channel, obviously,
coming
right?
from like 100 feet down or more, probably.
Mhm.
Wow, I don't think I caught
Yeah.
how long it was the first time.
That's why I was asking if anybody could remember what FN13 and EN13, how deep they were. Because now that would that would help me answer the question of, was the collapse happening in the solution channel, which we know is deeper than 100 feet, right? I'm pretty certain it is. But I thought it was down more closer to 200 feet. Or was it a void? If they only drilled down about 100 feet in FN13 and EN13, then it would have to be some sort of a void, like Ian was saying.
Like
If it
an
was
offset
deeper than
chamber?
that,
You mean like an offset chamber type void?
like an offset chamber type void. So that kind of takes us into, that area where those cones are and those pipes. Now, Ian was running his baler down in those PVC pipes. We can look at Jan's synopsis in the files tab. Yeah. Okay. We'll
Yeah,
have to
for
do
sure.
that and
Yeah,
have an
it'll
answer
be
on the
there.
next one for that. So
If
yeah,
it was
let's do
measured,
that.
Jan's got it in the notes.
Yep. So though they've left those PVC pipes in the ground that Ian was testing. Which ones? I don't know. Probably the ones that when Jan put his GPR device down in the holes.
Yep.
And he did several of them, not just one, like it showed on the program. But they've put those cones on there, and they're leaving those PVC pipes in the ground. So they still feel that is an interesting. Google AI says 160 feet. EN13. Thank you, Coach.
Well, that sounds pretty close to the solution channel, right?
It sounds really close to the
Oh, yeah.
solution channel.
You're definitely in the neighborhood. Yep.
Yeah. So, okay. So keep all this in mind as we
If
get
you don't
started.
know, I mean, that solution channel, right? Initially, let's say it was down 200 feet. All right. And it's 10 feet tall or whatever, the water washing in and out and stuff, it's made the channel bigger. So when that collapses, that top 15 or 20 feet collapses into the solution channel, all of a sudden your void is now at 190 feet.
Yes. Or 180 feet, somewhere like that.
180
Yeah.
feet, whatever, right?
Right. Right. Now, when Marty talks about the fact that plug, remember that plug that popped out on them when they were putting the caissons down and the hammer grab, and that plug popped out, and they figured that the treasure either went down that plug or they buried it with the sediment that came out of that plug. And they're looking now in the solution channel. And then he said, we now have an X marks the spot. I think he's talking about the solution channel. And I think that's where, if this treasure is still existing in the money pit, it's in the solution channel now.
And I mean, that's what Guptill says in in the promo for the season, right? 210 feet as far as steep. And I mean, they've been saying for years, you got to get down past 180 feet.
Yep. So due to collapses, yeah, I think that, and Ian talked about that collapse. This is, I think it's time for the big dig. Just dig that whole area.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
100 foot, 100-foot diameter, just dig it all up. Now, here's something else that Tom noticed, and this is again getting back to Kat's pictures. Let's take a look at this. Now, somebody had asked, what's that blue thing in there? Well, it's a pallet. And as Tom asked the question, why would you leave this?
They clean the whole area. Anything, in my opinion, anything that's left behind there is left behind with a purpose. You don't leave. If you're going to clean that whole area and grade it off and clean it up, you don't leave a pallet sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
The very minimum you would do is pick it up and drag it over to the side somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's hiding something.
Yeah. And it's on top of something here. It looks like a piece of plastic or something underneath it right there. See that?
Mm-hmm.
See that white right here?
Mm-hmm.
Underneath it?
Is to keep you from driving over that area.
Yeah.
I like Coach. They knew we would talk about it if they left it there.
Yeah.
They're just messing with us.
We're
Here,
setting this up.
let's put this here for the tour.
Yeah. Because somebody's going to show this to Jay Free, and he's going to talk about it on his podcast. If I remember right, Charles Sordick,
Solution channel is not straight. No, it's not. Nope.
No, it's stomach shaped. Oh, like a stomach, and then the esophagus.
Mm-hmm. That's a good description.
Yep. Not anyone's job to move it, Pete says.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, there you go. Another little interesting little thing. They left something in there to cover up something.
I mean, it's awfully flat looking, right, for a kind of uneven ground right there. So it's definitely sitting on something level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Concrete.
And that's probably a 4x4 pallet. So the caissons were 7-footers this year. I think.
Yep.
So is it on a caisson? I don't know. Is it on top of a plate? I don't know.
The SB Canada guys had some smaller ones with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can drill, remember they had the 7-foot augers? They also had smaller augers.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Yep. Chris says wooden pallet on its own would blow away. Yes, it would. In a hard wind. It would take a good hard wind, but yes, it would. I've seen it happen, and it was a good hard wind. A tarp? It's a tarp. Okay. Robert says it's a tarp underneath it.
Yep.
Okay.
Some kind of a plastic tarp, yeah. Mesh tarp, yeah.
Yeah. Holding something down. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wanted to bring this back up real quick, and because we don't want to get around to, I want to get to everybody's questions that folks have. So let's jump over here. I wanted to get to this real quick. And this was one of our friends to the show, Art Carty. He had been on the tours also, and I had brought these up. This is on lot 32 as the road comes around just before it comes out to the southwest corner of the swamp. Just before it makes that turn, when you're coming through the woods there, these pipes were over here on the side. And I couldn't remember exactly what Danny Henniger had said, and he did. He said Danny Henniger had mentioned that the 3 drill site caps were all shown on lot 32 were dug down over 200 feet by the Laginas the first year as part of the negotiations with Dan Blankenship, who thought that there were flood tunnels there. So that's why there was actually 3 of them in this little area over here, and that's why they were put in by the Lagina. I remember the Laginas had done it, but I couldn't remember all the other details. So thank you, Art. But they dug down they were down over 200 feet.
What lot did you say that was? 32?
Lot 32. I think I've got another picture. Yeah.
And
so
that's
it was
the one,
like right.
Okay.
Yeah, right in here.
That's the one that Samuel Ball picked up for free. He wasted a government grant on it. Why?
Yeah. Why
he could have had a piece of land anywhere. It's good for farmland, cabbage, whatever. But he chose to use his free government grant on lot 32.
Yeah. And the only thing usable on this is this section down here. The rest of it's all flooded, swampy, nasty, smelly swamp Why would he want that? That's interesting that he would even care, right?
Yep.
So, but yeah, those 3 drill pipes were right in this area, right here, lot 31, 32. I think there were 32 right in this area, just before the road makes the turn to come out around the bottom of the swamp right there. What lot it was, says, unless you were told, traveling through the center of the island on a twisty road. It is very disoriented, Cat. That's very true. I got to tell you, folks, if you get a chance, I think that the tours are almost done. I think there's one more weekend left this season before the tours are done at the end of the month. And then that's it for this year. But if you get a chance to go next year, you have to do it. I mean, if you're in Nova Scotia, which is a beautiful place anyway, you got to take the tour. I think there were $99 Canadian, something like that. But man, what a great thing. The tours were really, really very interesting for us. Even though we were more limited than Kat was about taking pictures on your tour, you guys had more liberty to. We weren't allowed to take any pictures of the money pit when we were there, so I had to try to remember what I was seeing. Okay, let's see. Everything else aside, coastline is worth bucks even back then. Yep,
And it's very true. Okay,
Yeah.
because he, if he was just looking for shoreline access, he already owned 30 and 31 when he bought 32, so he had access. Right? He didn't need access to a swamp, or did he need access to a swamp?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yep.
I mean, he owned a total of 9 lots on the island.
Yeah.
So,
Why would you bother buying them all? I mean, cabbage
he
farmer.
bought them over the span of 20 years.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then all the lots that he had on the mainland,
Mm.
100 acres. Like, what did he have? 100 acres on the
He had
mainland.
100 acres on the mainland. That's just one of his lots on the mainland. Yeah, and it was right just like you look across from Oak Island, and there, boom, 100 acres on the shore.
Yep.
So it wasn't landlocked; it's on the shore. Well, back then, everything had to have water access because there were no roads.
Yeah. Exactly.
Water was your road.
Mhm. Yep. All right. So let's jump over to the questions part of this thing. Tom put together some little bits and pieces for us. So welcome to Speculation 101. This is kind of what we love to do, as you well know, is speculate about stuff. So here's some questions. We'll go to this first one. How many caissons do you think that they put in this last summer?
How many did they do the year before? 6?
5 for sure. I was getting ready to say 6, but I think it was 6.
Yeah. So
Last
did they do 6 this year? Did they do
I thought there
more,
was 1
less?
or 2, and that was way off on it.
Mhm.
So
I'm suspecting fewer because, they're trying to get into the solution channel.
Mhm.
So I feel like I'm suspecting, I'm going to say my guess would be 2 to 3.
okay, I'm going to say 4. Tom, what do you think? Hey, Noel, how you doing?
I'm
Good to see you.
Hey, no.
If you go back and look at the equipment timeline, when the equipment arrived to when the equipment left, it's within 8 or 10 days difference year over year. So it wasn't there particularly any longer.
Mhm.
And if they did 6, I think they just tore up that whole thing between TOT1 and made that U shape around there. So
Yep.
however many they could drive in there and the Swiss cheese, I'm thinking 4 because they were
Lorraine says
using.
8. Yeah,
Yeah, could be. I mean,
we were way off last year.
They were using the drill rig to empty some of them out, and they were using the hammer grab to empty some of them out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how long does it take we know how long it takes for a hammer grab to empty,
Mhm.
but how long does it take for the drill rig to empty?
Naya says 3.
Yeah, I'm with you, Maya.
Alex says
Not
8.
many.
Hey, from the UK.
Okay, yeah, I see Noel there from Australia too. Hey, Noel.
Yep, 6, 7. Laurie Girl says 4. Yep. No, that I can't pronounce your name, but that says 3. The area in front of the garden shaft is always a hot spot. It is a hot spot. I'm telling you, that's where I think that's going to be key this year, is right in front of the garden shaft.
If there's anything there, that's where it is.
Yep. I'm going to say 4. All right. What is the deepest? Candle says 8. What is the deepest? I'm thinking I'm going to say 200 feet. I had lots of caisson. They brought a lot with them
Yep.
this year.
250 to be sure.
250 to be sure.
I
What do you guys think in the chat?
really don't know.
And where are they? 250 feet. Sandar
All
Ray
right.
says. Hi, Ray.
We know the garden shaft's only 98 feet, so they went well past that.
They went down well past. David says 225.
2 1/4. Yep.
Yep.
Because Guptill says you got to get down to 210. That's his target.
210. A little bug flying around here. 215. Lorraine says 215. At least 200 feet since they think it's in the solution channel. Yep. That's where I'm going. 200.
Mm-hmm.
Chris says 250. Kevin says 220, 212 for Robert. Maya says 250. Yeah, we're all in the same area, I think.
And see, if they had asked us this question years ago, we could have solved it for them then.
Yeah, I know, right? Because we kept telling them, Tom.
Nobody there said 180.
No. And Tom and I kept telling them, go past the daggone bedrock. What are you stopping at the bedrock for? Keep going. But no. They kept going up, bedrock, stop, pull it out. We're done. Go to the next hole. No. Get down in that solution channel. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
And
you gotta go.
I think they're following that path to the garden shaft, from TOT1 to the garden shaft, and up there around the left-hand side. They dug
the golden nugget.
Shallow. Yes, they did, Coach. Yes, too shallow. Absolutely. They just wouldn't listen. Yes, and Jeff is still mad about it. How can you tell? Yes. All right. Next questions. Where is the most significant? Now, think about this, the whole season and the whole island. Okay. Because I'm questioning whether the greatest find of the season was in the money pit. I don't think it was. I think it's lots.
Yeah, I think it's going to be where all the archaeologists are.
I think so too.
So where will the most significant find be found? What do you guys think?
I mean, I would love to say the swamp, because I really just, that swamp calls to me, but I don't think that this is the season they're going to get into it. I think there's too much going on. Was it lot 5 in that area?
Yep.
That's where it's
either going to be, for me, it's either lot 5 or one of Sam Ball's lots.
Yep.
Because the archaeologists get excited about it. Now, again, I mean, the archaeologists don't spend any time around the money pit. But last year they were very interested in that one thing that they brought up from 100 and whatever feet down it was. That, Laird looked at it and he was keen on it because it was basically coming from undisturbed area.
Yep.
But I think it's going to be in that lot 5 side of the island.
Yeah, I think so
lot
too.
5 just gets, if you look at anything they do down there, pictures from the shore, lot 5 just gets bigger and bigger. And even if you look at the promo, the overhead from looking down, I mean, it's like a subdivision in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. Kendall said deepest 220. Lorraine is saying lot 8. Tap That Sugar Shack says 7. Lot 7. Pete says on the beach.
Ooh,
interesting.
See what Kat said?
Kevin said 23 to 30. So along the southern shore, west of the swamp.
Okay. Yep. 23
to 30. Linda says 5 or 8 under my name there, and I'm thinking that's where I'm going, 7 or 8. I think 7 or 8. Let's see. Like I said, for the past 4 seasons now, Robert said. Fiona's pit. Well, Fiona was working lot 5. I think she still might be this year. I don't know. Alex says on the beach. Crazy Holler Chick says archaeological
32.
sites.
Yeah, that's part swamp, part not swamp.
Yep, maybe 32.
We know the excavator was down there working that whole.
They scraped off that whole southwestern corner.
Yep, they were in there, so it wouldn't necessarily be in drained ground. It could be in non-drained ground, like the edge, the shoreline.
And we do know that Gary found something in there because it was in that promo.
Yep.
He was digging. He was metal detecting down lot 32 down there in the swamp corner of the swamp, and he found something. So Oh, lot 32 was all dug near the road and inwards. No picks were allowed there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
In that direction. So, yeah, Laird. Yes, he did. Laird said it was a place they never thought of before.
Well, it takes the money pit out.
Yep, on the money pit. Gary Stop Pocket. Yeah, I like that. That's good, Dave.
Maybe somewhere around the pine tar kiln. I don't know.
Oh, that's lot 15.
Or the pine tar kiln.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the supposed pine tar kiln that wasn't a pine tar kiln. But yeah, lot 15. Let's see. Now I'm not the money pit. Nope. Not the money pit. Lot 5. Kendall says lot 5 also takes lot 5 and not in the swamp. Well, that's true. It would take out. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Out of it. Yeah, it would take lot 5 out of it.
Yeah. 213 to be found under the water, but what water? Near the beach? Treasures to be found on lot 5 and adjacent lots. Yes. Lot 2 near the sawmill. That's interesting. That would be a place I never thought of before. I've thought anywhere on the island. Yep.
Fred's basement, yes.
We don't know what's in Fred's basement, do we? All right. Is it a treasure, a coin, a gold coin, a silver coin, or is it an artifact? And I'm going to say artifact other than a coin, other than a piece of actual treasure, which would be a gold coin or a silver coin.
Yeah, because they tease us in the promo with that example of a coin that they have.
Too. Yep. Heck, we don't know where Fred has his, if he even has a. All right. So what is it and who finds it? Who finds it? That's the final question. Who do you think finds this great artifact? I'm going to say Fiona. Well, I'm going to say archaeology. I'm just going to group in all the archaeology.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with it's a person
that finds it.
No, what it is it's a person.
Oh,
a buried body.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ceremoniously buried Templar.
Oh,
that's what I'm going to go with. Right? Yes, it is. It's the burial site of Francis Bacon.
It was Gary.
You heard it here.
It was Gary Drayton in the swamp with the metal detector.
Oh, we're playing Clue now. But Gary wouldn't. Well, he could have hit on Sir Francis Bacon's shoe buckle, and and then they dug and found bones, and it turns out to be, Sir Francis Bacon or Champlain, whatever you want to call him.
Yep.
Interesting. All right.
I'm just trying to think. What would be the crazy thing?
It could be the remnants of.
I mean, if something's going to convince you that someone was there, what if it's that someone?
Remember the bones they found?
Yeah.
Right. And they used to basically sacrifice someone to leave them behind to guard tunnels and.
Yep.
Oh. Shafts. Ooh, I like where you're going now. See? Yeah. So there's the. Could be.
All right. Okay. So last question, and then we're going to do the giveaway. I forgot to even mention we had a giveaway tonight. I forgot to even mention that. I'm sorry, Linda, but yeah, we have a giveaway tonight. We're starting that early because we got some stuff here. So last question, we talked about what's in the swamp. I know lots of muck. Maybe the thing is found there. If you had to look, here's the last question. We'll get started for the giveaway. If you had to look somewhere besides lot 5, the money pit or the swamp, no lot 5, no money pit, no swamp, where would you look? Tell us, chat. And this is also for the people that are watching, going to be watching after we're done being live tonight in the comments. I want to hear what you think too. So, comment away after we're done being live tonight as to what you think, where on these questions. Go ahead and answer these questions for us there too, because I really like to know. There's Ghost of Bacon right there. Yeah. So, yeah. Limpy Bacon, just favorite. Yes, it is.
I think there's more structures in the swamp, like the platforms and stone stuff. I think there's more roads, maybe even a tunnel.
I would look any place owned by Sam Ball.
That's a good. That is a good thing. to
Oh, where you would look other than the Swamp Money Pit? I would look. I'm still interested in like that area where they lifted up the stones, and then they also dug down and determined there was nothing there.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think go visit that again is where I would do.
I'm going to say lot 7, lot 8, lot 9. I know I added 9 into it. I said lot 7 and lot 8 before, but one of those lots right there. I think that's where the big. No, I think lot 8 was the one where they had been digging in that. They found what I was calling a latrine.
I think if you find a coin, that's treasure.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
But they found coins there before. They found Roman coins. I mean, the coins are going to be there. They're going to be in the island. It's a question of where you find them.
Offshore.
That makes it worthwhile.
Snack Pack says offshore. Interesting. And Europe. Oh, there you go. It could be Europe. As long as it ties back to Oak Island, yes. They could be Europe.
Right.
Yes. All right. I like that. That's pretty funny. All right. Well, let's get ready for tonight's giveaway. We're going to bring Linda up. She's got do you have a spinneroo for all this, Linda? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Yep. So we'll bring Linda in here. It's this, these are things that we gave away at the Oak Island Convention, Oak Island Con 2025. There will be an Oak Island Con 2026 if Lorraine and I have anything to do with it. We're going to make sure that we have one. But this was the bags. Lorraine made up these nice bags, the lanyards, the pens, and the little notepads and stuff so people could take notes. These were giveaways that we had at the convention. It was great. It was September 23rd and 22nd and 23rd, or 23rd and 24th, something like that. We had a great time. We had all the folks were there from the not all of them, but quite a few from the island were there. We had such a great time, but I digress. So that's what we're going to give away tonight. You're going to get a bag, the notepad, the pen, and a lanyard that we had from the show. So let's get Linda up here. Hi, Linda. How you doing?
I'm good.
Thank you for all your hard work and reminding me of what's going on here. So.
I filled out all the stuff on here, and they've changed a whole bunch of things.
Oh, on the spinner?
So I may not know how to start it. We'll see.
How to make it go. All right.
Yes.
So we're going to put you
I
in
might
solo.
just have to like do this and point at something.
All right. So we'll put you in solo layout so that we can, your walls are looking kind of empty now.
Everything's empty. The house is just covered with boxes, filled up with boxes.
Well, all right.
Okay.
So if you can figure that thing out, we'll do a spinner and we'll give this thing away to somebody.
Okay. Think I got it. Here we
All
go.
right. All right. Sounds like it's going.
Yep.
Whew, a lot of names in there. Oh my goodness. Tanya Hamid? Tanya Hamid.
Tanya.
Am I pronouncing that correctly? Tanya Hamid?
I think so. I haven't seen Tanya this evening.
Oh, you have to be here. That was one of the conditions
Yeah.
for the giveaways, that you had to be present at the live podcast to win. And we're going to do these every episode coming up. We're going to have some giveaways that things that we've got from the island and whatever.
So while we're waiting to see if Tanya's out there, there's a little something I was telling Jeff about earlier. If we try to keep everything relative in terms of dates and years and how long this search has been going on, the year 228 years just kind of rolls off our tongue like it's nothing, right? But if you think 1795 was the year that the money pit was allegedly discovered, right? Mm-hmm. That was 72 years before Canada even became a country. When Canada became a country, we only had 4 provinces. It was Ontario, Quebec, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, right? But here's if you're going to go to things everybody knows about, the money pit was discovered 81 years before the Battle of the Little Bighorn.
Wow.
If you want to put it in relative historical perspective, 20 years before the Battle of Waterloo and 10 years before Lewis and Clark discovered the Pacific Ocean.
Wow.
The way to the Pacific Ocean.
That was a long time ago.
Yep. 41 years before the Alamo. They were digging on Oak Island.
There's somebody here that knows a lot about the Alamo. That's crazy, though. You think about it in those terms. That's nuts.
Yep.
I remember the Alamo.
Yeah, remember the Alamo. We're going to spin again. I don't
I
see.
need to spin again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spin again.
Lori
wheel.
Hammond. Not
That
here.
is-
Tanya Hamid, I'm so sorry you
Hamid.
weren't here tonight.
Yeah, you got to speak up. Let us know you're here. We're going to spin again.
And how many of those hunters thought, we're going to get it this year. This year's our year.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since the discovery.
Yeah, exactly. Long time ago.
All right, here we go.
All right, spin it again. Hopefully, everybody's got another chance. Hold it up just a little bit. There you go.
No way.
Oh no!
Oh
It
no,
switched
change,
one more time.
change.
It was her
It-
again.
It was,
It
her
was
again.
about to land on Tanya.
Corey
Again, yes.
Costamans, and I haven't seen Corey either.
Corey, are you here? Let us know you are here. And also,
Y'all read what I write when I post these things. It says you
Yeah.
have to be here.
you have to be here. But also, if you have a name other that on Facebook that's different from the name that you use in YouTube, you have to let us know because
Right.
somebody could
Yeah,
pop
I
up.
have a whole
Yeah,
book
it's
of
me. It's
those.
me.
I have a whole book.
Okay, what was that name again? Corey
Corey Kostermans.
Kostermans. Corey Kostermans, are you here? I never saw that post, or I never saw the post.
Well,
It's on our
it got
Facebook
posted
group
on Friday last week, so it's
last
been
week.
in there for 6 days.
I don't see this person. Corey's not here either.
All right, we're gonna spin
Give
again.
her one more spin, then we'll have a double draw next week, or when we have the season opener, maybe.
Yeah. Might have to do 2 giveaways. Third time's the charm.
Never had to go more than 3.
Stan Graham. I
Stan.
think Stan's here, isn't he?
And
Stan's here. He just commented.
Stan,
Yeah.
And the
Stan?
man.
Give us a shout out, Stan. Are you here?
Stan Graham. I see him up there, 9:30 posted.
Stan,
Yeah, like
are you still here?
But is he here now?
a minute or 2 ago.
Hopefully he didn't nod off.
right. right
Stan,
before
where
he
are
won.
you? Well, we're waiting on. He just got
He just
Just
got
got
here, yeah.
Well, where is he?
Stan. Hello.
Uh,
Geez,
Oh,
Stan, come on.
Stan.
This is no time to be getting a cold one from the fridge.
I am
There he
here.
is.
All right.
All
2 thumbs up for Stan.
right. 2 thumbs up. Yes.
And if
Congratulations.
I don't already have your address, you need to send me a private message with that.
Yeah. Don't put it in the chat here. Just
Yeah, I can't remember if I sent you one in the last 4 years or not.
stand up, Stan. All right. Good. Congratulations, Stan. All right. And we're going to be doing giveaways every and once the season starts, every episode throughout, we're going to be
Right.
doing it.
And
we
this
got-
one does not keep you from signing up for one during the season. This was just an extra.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
cool.
get to, yeah, everybody's still eligible all through that. Yeah, we just had an extra one here.
It's a
So
practice run.
yep. My first win, he says. All
Okay,
right.
send me a message. We
All
have messaged before.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much, Linda. Appreciate it.
Stan told me I didn't look as old as I felt. I think that's what he said.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Right, Stan?
All right.
Just accept it. Don't
Yeah.
don't visualize it. Yeah.
Just go there. Just yeah.
Yep.
All right.
See you
So
guys.
remember, thank you, Linda.
Bye, Linda.
Okay, now you remember what I was saying about the thing that the Prometheus, or I'm sorry, the History Channel had put out where they said about the little email, and they said the Leguinas have searched for years for that one thing. They could tie the whole mystery together. They might have found it. Now, something interesting that they have, this coin you see in this top picture was shown in the promo. Now, I don't believe it was found on the island. I think that was one they were showing to the guys.
It's a sample. Yeah.
Yeah, as a sample. And they said it could be something like this. But notice what's the sun. You see the sun behind Rick and Marty there? If I zoom in on it, what do you see back there? That sun is actually a coin. Now, could they be teasing us? Yeah, most likely. But I thought that's kind of interesting that Tom caught that. I didn't even catch it.
No, good catch. I didn't notice that either.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
Tom caught it, but that's definitely a coin back there.
So, right.
So-
Is this one of those, Bravo Tango moments where we,
Maybe.
we get our hopes up over?
I don't know. We kind of fell for a pallet in the middle of the money pit, so we probably fall for this too.
And I just
Yes, we did fall for a
sampled.
pellet in the money pit, but we also fell for the golden knob that turned out to be a golden whatever that turned out to be a brass knob. Yeah, they teased us with that. They love to do that fancy editing that I like to say. But, yeah. So, all right. So we're about to wrap this up, but I wanted to go through and show a few pictures from the Oak Island Conference real quick of some of the stuff that people that were there. I'm not going to name names. If you see your picture in here, you'll know that it was you. But there's Lorraine, myself, and Tony Sampson. We are the three that put this thing together for this year. And one coin to rule them all. I like that. That's good. Anyway, so there's that picture there. Here's a couple that were there. They gave Christina and I some honey. That was real cool. So thank you. Yeah, some homemade. I mean, it's from their farm. They have a farm. So that was cool. Yeah, there's some more folks that were there. And I don't have everybody's picture in here. I just grabbed a few out of here real quick. Some more folks that were there enjoying the conference. And we had a great time. Danny Henniger, he was one of our speakers, and he was introduced to me by Carmen as Mr. Oak Island. And believe me, this man has a ton of knowledge about it. Michaela, that is the new archaeologist one of the new archaeologists on the island this year. So she was there. She came to the meet and greet with everybody.
Cool.
Yep. And there's Charles was there along with Scott Barlow and some more of the folks, the attendees, getting some pictures. There's another picture of Charles, sorry. And why does Scott, he's always got the ladies. I don't know what it is about Scott. It's something about him, he's always hugging the ladies all the time. I don't know. Anyway. That is Karen Publicover from
cool.
That's Karen. She has the website Oak Island from the other side of the causeway. That's her Facebook group page. She does.
I love her photos.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She shares all those pictures of everything going across the causeway, all the machinery and stuff like that. She's with Fiona there, of course. So it was really nice to have her there. There's the gang that all showed up for that. And Judy Rudebush and Doug and I got a chance to talk to them a little bit again. Everybody did. I mean, they came and hung out at the meet and greet. So folks,
that's so cool.
When we do this next year, I'm just going to say, please, if you get a chance, we're going to announce the dates as soon as we get them locked in. We're going to announce the dates of when the Oak Island Conference 2026 will be there. We're going to have a lot more speakers. It'll be covering more days, probably 3 days instead of only a day and a half. So we'll see how all that goes. But it was so good of these folks to come out and meet fans of the show. It really was a great time. We appreciated them so much. I think Scott kind of coerced them. I don't know. But anyway, they were happy to come and meet everybody. And they were there for a few hours, just meeting people, talking to people, shaking hands, getting pictures. It was a lot of fun. It really was. There's me. And there's my better half, Christina, of course. She keeps me in check all the time, keeps me well grounded. So Laird, of course, Matt Lukeman, he works with Ian Spooner, and there is Ian. They were all there presenting and talking.
Wow.
And it was really, really a great time. And of course, there's Ken DeBoer, and he works with Tony. Ken is also the man who put remember that ROV that they put down in the caisson into Aladdin's cave, didn't see anything. And he talked about that. He actually had that same ROV with him, and he had it on a table there, and he was talking about how it works and all the kind of stuff. And he explained why it didn't work in Aladdin's cave. So because we were very disappointed. I wanted to see inside Aladdin's cave so badly. But yeah, unfortunately, it did not give us any details down there. And then they ended up filling it in. So. Anyway, there we go.
Yeah.
Now, this picture here, I think somebody set this up because, I think very highly Mr. Tony Sampson. I really do. But a king,
If the crown fits.
if the
King Neptune.
king, that's good. I like that.
Was that on purpose?
I don't know. I don't know.
Line it up
It's
with
just,
the crown.
it's just funny. I don't know if it was done on purpose or not, but there he is with a
Great
crown on his
shot.
head. That was pretty funny. Yep. Standing there by the merch tables. And then of course Kelly, a lot of, and Lorraine and Tony, and my hats off to Lorraine. That woman, she worked so hard to put this thing together. Way more than Tony and I did for this thing. And I just, can't thank her enough for all the hard work that she put into this. And Kelly came along with her, a friend of hers, and Kelly really busted her butt to helping us and get everything ready. So thank you to both of them so very, very much for all the hard work. And then there's some folks that went on Tony's tour, one of the tours. There's another tour of folks that went out on Tony's tours. That was on Wednesday morning. It was a little chilly that morning, but not too bad. It was still a great day for a boat ride. And that's some pictures I had of the Money Pit and the Solution Channel. So it was a great time, folks. Again, we're going to have Oak Island Convention, Oak Island Con 2026 will happen. King of the Sea. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Linda. King of the Sea. But yeah, so we'll announce it as soon as we get dates set up, because we got a lot to do to lock in a place, a venue, and all that for all of it. But as soon as we have dates, we'll let you all know. And I'm hoping that you two can be there this year. I know Tom had stuff going on; he couldn't make it. And Seth, I know you're a family man trying to make ends meet, but we got to get you there for next year.
Oh no,
And Linda.
it's top of my list this year. I want to go up there. I've always wanted to go to Oak Island, and now you've just added to the motivation to get there.
Yeah,
and make it happen.
I tell you, folks, Nova Scotia is one of the most beautiful places. The scenery, and the people there are so nice. Everyone we met, whether we were in a restaurant, whether we were in a store, whether we were walking around exploring Mahone Bay or Chester or wherever, the people were fantastic. Even, well, I won't get into it, but us Americans, things are going on, but everybody was so nice everywhere we went, and a beautiful place, folks. You got to go there and take enough time to see the area, as well as going to Oak Island. I know that's the draw, going to Oak Island, but try to take a little bit extra time and see the area as well. Bay of Fundy, just a beautiful, beautiful place. And I finally this time got a chance to go over to Tom's neck of the woods and get to see St. John's and all of that. And he toured us around over there. Another beautiful place. It was really, really interesting. Halifax. Yes, Dave. Halifax was so awesome. So yeah, do yourself a favor and really check it out. What do you think, guys? Are you ready? You ready to get this thing
I'm ready.
going?
I'm ready.
I think so.
I'm ready.
November 4th can't come soon enough for all of us. But and don't forget, next week we have the Doc Hamels and James McQuiston with us. It's Monday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, right here at the J Free 906 podcast. Seth's going to be here. Tom's going to be here, and we're going to have Doc and James McQuiston, and we're going to go through all of their stuff and all of that on Monday. So we hope you guys will join us. If you haven't already, we always like to ask if you would consider subscribing to the channel. And if you like the content of the show that we did here for you tonight, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps with all the algorithms and all that and whatnot. And if you'd ever like to help support the show, and I want to thank all my patrons and the people who do. People send little donations here and there to PayPal and stuff like that. Thank you so very, very, very much, because it helps to keep this going. I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, thank you very much.
World Series, go Blue Jays.
Go Blue Jays. Oh, man. All right. Well,
it only took us 32 years to get back there. We're not going to blow it.
All right. I'm cheering for the Blue Jays for you,
right.
Tom.
I think I'll have to also. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody, for being here with us tonight. And again, thank you, Linda, for all your hard work. We appreciate it. And next time, we'll catch you right here on the J Free 906 podcast. Good night, everyone.
Good night.